Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Ruthie and I'm getting ready to make some homemade blueberry muffins. I found this muffin recipe actually on Pinterest, so I will leave that link down below so you can go check out the recipe for yourself. It's just a basic muffin recipe, so you can add whatever fruits or berries or whatever it is that you want to add to the muffins. I am doing blueberry, as you can see today. So you're going to need some blueberries. You're going to need some sugar, some melted butter, eggs, baking powder, vanilla, milk, and flour. So the first thing I'm going to do is just mix um, my flour, my sugar, and my baking powder together. And make sure you give it a good mix so that everything is incorporated correctly. Otherwise, you'll have bits and pieces of your baking powder. You don't want that. You want it to be evenly distributed through your flour. Then I'm going to do my wet ingredients, which is going to be the milk, vanilla, and the eggs, and the melted butter. And we're going to give this a good whisk. Once you get everything in the bowl, make sure you should crack your eggs into a different dish. That way you don't get no shells. But I was being brave on this one, and I cracked the egg right over the mix. But it is safer to crack your egg in a different bowl or container, so that way you're not getting shells in your mix. So just give this a good mixing and we'll move to the next step. So once all the wet and dry have been mixed, we are now going to mix those two together. And I'm using a hand mixer, but you can use whatever mixer you want, or you can mix it by hand too. I just choose to get a little bit of help in the kitchen, and I use some of my kitchen gadgets that I have. And in just no time at all, I am done mixing that. So you'll see it's nice and creamy. So now what I'm going to do is add in those blueberries. I am using frozen blueberries, but if you have fresh, by all means use fresh. But this is what I had on hand, so I'm using some frozen. And I'm going to give this a mix by hand so that way I don't crush all the blueberries. So now that everything is mixed, I'm making mini blueberry muffins. So I've sprayed my pan just with some butter can spray, and then I'm just going to scoop into each pocket and get these ready to go into the oven. This only takes a few minutes, so as you see, I'm just doing one by one. I'm using spoons. If you had a cookie scoop, that would work too, but I'm using spoons. So now that I have all the muffins in there, it's ready to go into a preheated oven. Again, I will leave the information below. So this is the final finished product. These were so yummy and adorable, and because they're mini, you can pop them in your mouth and just keep on going. They're great for on-the-go breakfasts, because for me, like especially for me and my husband. I hope you give this recipe a try. If you do give me a thumbs up, and I will talk to you in the next one.